How's it going? All right, I'm gonna apologize in advance. The chat was set to followers only, so that should be all set. Thank you everyone for joining. This is a front row seat to what might be a car wreck or might not, but we're in this together, and I really appreciate everybody tuning in. And hey, listen, I think we've all been anxiously awaiting so much of Mega World and even the 3D microeconomy stuff. I'm excited to be able to finally start talking to you guys live about this stuff. Bear with me as I try to figure all this stuff out. We'll learn together. I think I'm already ahead of the eight ball because I think Bevins doesn't know how to work the sound on his computer. So I think at the bare minimum, I'm already ahead of him. So I thank you everybody for joining in, and let's get going. So I have not had a chance to even jump into the demo yet. I woke up this morning, took the day off from work, and the plan of attack was to try to avoid the Discord at all costs because there was no way I was going to be able to avoid hopping in. So, what you're going to get is going to be a fresh, completely uncensored reaction. I have peeked at some of the screenshots that you guys have been sharing in Discord, so thank you for that. I'm going to let you guys guide me as to how to walk, run, jump, and all that stuff. I did see, I think Jeffy already found some kind of cheat code for infinite sprint. Um, Evans, I saw you coaching the fair doctor through how to enter the subway. So you guys help me out. That'll be awesome. Hustler, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Vaccination, Bevins, Blue, Eric, Max. I'm thrilled to have you guys here. I saw Nick's in there as well. I want to apologize in advance for any mispronunciation of names. If anybody here has a Twitch name that is not somewhat related to your Discord name, just shoot it in chat. Let me know who we're talking to. All right, so jump in here. First thing, I hope you don't mind. I have a couple collections I need to do. So I'm gonna hop into that now. Get to see all my balances and stuff. So what's everybody's first reactions so far to the world demo? I saw some people really happy. I saw some people a little bit less than happy. What do we think so far? What's the verdict? Eh? Okay. Well, I think we all have a whole bunch of different things in our minds as to what this is going to be. All right, so collecting some steel here. I'm actually kind of bummed. The steel plant was doing 35 units. I must have made some small change to my citizens, and I'm down to 34. Not too happy about that, but thank you to Chris for all of these wonderful citizens. Select from that one. Let's hit Mega Steel Plant number 2 in District 44. Thank you, one vaccination. I'm still waiting for this elusive steel double collect, but it's gonna happen one of these days, and it's gonna be a truly magical moment. All right, like that. Just so you know, this is like check this out. This is how much it costs to collect from a mega steel plant. So every day, 0.01 Ethereum plus 66.4 thousand energy, 5,500 water, 186 metal, and 45 stone. Now, hopefully, when you guys hear me complain or constructively brainstorm why steel is underutilized, you understand why. I can't remember if I hit collect or not. Add. This might be a speed collect on steel. Did anybody see me already collect from here? Eh. Oh, bad. Fingers crossed. If this balance drops down from 0.44 Ethereum to 0.04, we're gonna know why. Rick, hey buddy, how's it going? Yeah, we're almost first live mega steel speed up. I want to see a man cry live on stream. That'll be it. That one. By the way, I just learned, I didn't know about this, but you can actually, if you hit land plots and this bottom icon down here, we'll expand it to be the entire screen, and then you can see this stuff. Oh, but then you can't filter by land plot type. Okay, close. All right, I only saw one steel go through. Second one there. I have mixing plant. Chips District 141. Do it. Why did I name the city Dubai? That is a great question. Um, so I actually had tinkered with the idea of a couple different names for a while, and ultimately ended up landing on Dubai because I think what I'd love to see it become with Mega World, like this bustling metropolis. Um, I actually like when I bought the district, I was thinking about it as to like whether or not I wanted to incentivize building the microeconomy buildings versus trying to keep it clean for world. So I think ultimately there's a couple things. It's the brand and the identity. Also, just like long term thinking as this game grows in popularity, you don't really know what kind of impact the identity of a district is going to have on drawing people in. So I figured Dubai is a well-known area, lots of people there. Hopefully, lots of people there will want to play this game, and maybe they come and swing by District 214 first. Good question. Show me, show me, show my. I never. I always. I in my head I call you show me. I hope that's right. Star marks. Hello, hello. Right. At that. Oh, you caught this. I normally don't catch this. Low stamina. MCP, if you're watching this, please, please, when you collect, if that collection is going to throw one or more of your citizens into a low stamina mode, please, alert would be amazing. I actually don't play Farsight. Um, I have this issue where I get really, really fixated on one thing, CP in this case, and actually, like, I really want to play Farsight. I want to jump into Axie. I want to do a whole bunch of things. But the challenge is like for me, it's the opportunity cost. While I would love to play Farsight, every dollar I spend moving into Farsight and getting ramped up is a dollar I can't spend in MCP or in real life. So for me, I want to focus on MCP or I guess Mega World now, see where that goes, um, and then figure out if down the road there's the ability to expand into other games, especially Farsight. I'd love to. I love space, NASA, SpaceX, anything like that. Hey, ENV. That's either a really, really clever person swinging by impersonating Supernovae or it's you guys. So either way, welcome. Thank you. All right, looks like Gloria. Gloria's the issue here. Hired Brandy. Alan, does anybody know, is there a way to sort by remaining stamina here? That would be incredible. I feel like I've probably done this 1,000 times and I'm overlooking the obvious. Right. Rest him up. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That was a great conversation with Skeletons. I really really enjoyed it. There were lots of great questions from chat. It was a pleasure to be there. All right. Oh, we'll restore here. This is Theramos. Theramo, thank you. I appreciate the commercial. Right? Is yeah, the doctor Theramo. Sweet. All right. So those collections are done. I think I'm all set in Tron. Tron. I never actually get the notifications on the land plots. Do a quick check here. A large Baba Tower. Yeah, Bevins, I am. So I started to put that together. Um, he's like, nobody be that guy and buy these last two couple plots, please, please. Um, so I started to compile a site over here on the water because I figured I really love this area of Dubai. So by the way, this is District 214 in Tron. I own this. Um, so I was putting together. I've got these 5 sites here. Ted owns this plot. And then these last two are open at like 10,000 Tron a piece, so it's going to be a while before I purchase those. But I was thinking with a 2x4 site based off the custom buildings, I should be able to build something really, really nice there. Um, I got a lot of stuff to build first. I got all these industrial megas and the energy plants to build, the damn subway, which we're getting close. 1,000 concrete done, 5,000 glass done, 6,100 brick, and I've got about 24 mega to swap to. So we're getting there. Next couple of months, we should be in good shape. Cider, hey, buddy, how's it going? I think Cider and Hustler, besides Blue, who got me into MCP, I think Cider and Hustler were the first two people I actually talked to live. I think it was our clubhouse hangout. So awesome. Ted actually Hustler in it's interesting. Ted's actually been around the Discord. He's reacted to a handful of stuff and has really pleasantly surprised me because he's got Show Me was building. He's got this awesome. I say he. I'm gonna apologize in advance. He, she. I don't know. Whoever you are, they. You're all amazing. Um, Built this awesome site here. So Mega Glass, Mega Brick, and Ted came and built a whole bunch of complimentary level one industrials here. I think they're staffed too, which is awesome. We'll get a little. Oh, not even staffed. He just did that out of the kindness of his heart. So we appreciate that, Ted. All right. Right. We ready for Mega World? I think I'm ready. Ready. Is Eric? I think she is watching live. I sent her the link. Admittedly, I didn't even know how to watch the stream myself. Like well, I figured it out. I was able to rig this up so I can see just in case chat doesn't work over here. Um, but I think she is watching. Love you. Please don't bang anything because these walls are thin. I will apologize in advance if there's dogs barking, a child screaming. Um, we're gonna roll with this. We're gonna figure it out. No problem, Cider. All right, vaccination. Let's do it. All right, I got the link when I signed up here. Let's see. Right, this is exciting. I hope a lot of people really realize and appreciate that like Facebook switching to Meta and like the demo rolling out. This game's been in development for like this is not just them riding the wave of whatever is big. Um, it's oh yeah, Eric, you're right. You're right. The opening screen, there's that. I mean, if we look at that, right, that tells me there's room for a lot more buildings, a lot more land, and a lot more chains. Hey, MCP, be responsible with the rollout of new chains, please. Oh, this is awesome. All right, where should we start first? We start in Ethereum or Tron? Does look like a GTA. Yeah, Ethereum. All right. Walker was first. All right. It does, Hustler. It looks like GTA except for the fact that I don't have to. I remember opening GTA as a younger person, and look at this. I remember opening GTA as a younger person, always worrying about somebody looking in the windows and seeing that opening sequence. Um, I actually have to look into Darwinia. So I don't really know much about anything besides MCP. Oh man. Oh, blue. Your tower? This. All right, so we landed in District 43. So we turn around here. This should be town hall. Is there a way of locking camera to pan so that my cursor doesn't go off screen and I have to stop scrolling? Click the mouse. Oh, Duke. All right. And how do you get the cursor back? Oh, all right. So we get town hall across the way. What have we got here? We got blues tower. Wait, what did we call those in what do they call it? Sally. Hey, bud. How's it going? Uh, oh, there's the entrance. Okay, wait a minute. Somebody said shift, right? The shift. Oh, it's a hold shift. Oh, all right. This I'm gonna have to get used to this. Talking to the person that still plays console and can't go to PC because I have absolutely Don't have the coordination. Okay. Ooh, look at this. All right, this is pretty cool. Left click the mouse. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, so you just walk through. Oh, okay. So and these are the screenshots that we saw earlier. Wow. All right, this is cool. Really have to remember to shift. Okay. All right. Now somebody said subway. Be through here, right? Town hall. What is happening? Oh, head just barely above ground. That's how I feel every day. Did I do something wrong here? Hey, walk up the stairs. Let go of shift. I was trying to. You have to go back and walk up, sneak up on the wall. All right. Walk slowly. All right, here we go. There you go. There you go, Bevins. Bevins can't figure out his speakers and sound, but he figured out that you have to sneak up on town hall in order to get in. The right one. Ah, nice. All right. Ooh. All right, so this is town hall. Okay, so you've got the Central Park. That's got to be the metro station. All right, the storefronts. All right, this is pretty cool. Okay, so you got one storefront here, which has been sold. Inside, that's cool. Cool. Okay. One, I forget who. Shira and Waller. That's right. Okay. And this is the one that's open now. We reserved. Reserved for who? This reserved for? Has anybody else been curious about that since they dropped these pictures and they showed like on the 3D homepage? That thing's been listed as reserved. Really wanted to know who it's reserved for. Oh, sweet. The other ones. Awesome. So, do a little of this. The subway, I think. Public transportation map. Hit M. All right. So what do we got? So we got the main tower. New Yield City. Night. That was an awesome name. That was really cool. All right. So we got 151. District 49. 141. Trafalgar, right? Trafalgar? That's how you pronounce it. 48. Flats in 45. Kevin in Chicago. District 114. M in District 120. Starry in 137. Oh, Babo? Beloved Chicken Center and Street. Sweet. All right. Blue, you know I got to go to 141. Let's hit 141. See what we get. Almost all of my stuff in Ethereum is in 141. Got what? 141, 130 with Chris's district, then 134 with my buddy Eric Walker. Got the steel plant in 116. Another steel plant in 44. Um, 122, Factors District, Las Vegas. Hey, Factor, if you're watching this, I think that we were supposed to have a party in Vegas, if I recall correctly. So I'll look for that invite. Oh, sweet. All right, so we got the metro station. This is pretty awesome. I think I had read somewhere on the Discord that MCP repurposed the billboards specifically for this, but obviously be able to look up at your stuff. The scale is really awesome. Like it actually feels like it's the right scale. I don't know why I'm surprised about that. That would probably be like the first thing you got to figure it out. Eric, I've been to Vegas and I got to tell you, man, I would be okay never ever going back. Like one of those places that I don't know. Got to be there for the right reason. All right, so this is the metro station, so you can go in. I'm guessing that you're going to be able to modify the signage out front. That's pretty cool. Right. Vaccine. I think the billboards. So right now it's based off of. I think you can only have billboards if if the offices are assigned to a corporation. But I'm assuming it's going to be adjusted in some way, shape, or form. Tab for the mini map. Take that mini map. Oh, that's helpful. You can. Okay. All right. Ooh, this is where I try to remember where everything. Oh, okay. I got my waypoints here. All right. So this is Baller's plant, right? Yes. All right. So Baller's and Mega Power plants over here. With the industrials. If anybody's looking, I kind of want them for myself, but if anybody's looking for some really, really awesome land that might be cheap, this 2x2 with, I think these are all either L4 or L5 industrials. And then these factories, I'm fairly certain they're dormant. Um, left shift, the left shift. Oh, yeah, okay. So one is glide. I'm presumably the hoverboard. Ah, okay, all right. Oh, this is gonna be so much easier for me if I can use a controller, but I'm gonna get used to this. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, this land is kind of expensive, unsold, but sites I think they're relatively dormant. Okay. If I remember this, left shift and arrows. All right. Blue. I gotta try to find my way back now. Oh man, Zeb, how's it going? And I'm excited about this. This is when I've got so much space in my brain consumed with what might be perceived as useless geographic information in MegaCryptoPolis, and I finally get to put it to use. All right, so let's see. All right, so that's it. All right, so blue, we're back in downtown area, in case you was wondering. Go by Trafalgar Square. We got Blue's mega office, Baller's mega office, and I'm gonna head towards the Camden area, which is where I think we've built the most stuff here. It's but myself, Cosmic, Mr. M, Lats, Cool Ruler's got some stuff over there too. This is pretty awesome. Is there an easier faster way? Is right shift? Okay, so that's just gonna do. Okay, so hold left. All right, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Oh, good point, Bevins. Right, the bus stop. Okay. Okay, so you don't have to go for the demo. You don't have to go subway to subway. You can go subway to bus stop. Okay. Pop up that mini map. Tab. Land plot. Actually, no, let's check this out. You. Oh, cool. So you got the waypoints. Awesome. Oh, and this answers a question about the unobstructed paths. All right, where am I going? So the business center. All right, so I'm heading the right direction. Oh, rolling down the paths. This is cool too because it starts to help us understand too that in theory, as long as there's not a track that we're on, even those plots that are landlocked and aren't near a road be can be useful. Zero. Do I know your Discord name? You guys are throwing me off. Some of you guys are super super close to your Discord. Other ones aren't. All right. So we've got looking up Ruler's Mega Business Center helicopter pad. That's gonna be pretty sweet. You knew. Oh well. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna get used to this whole like playing a game and looking at chat, playing a game, looking at chat. Bear with me. All right, so we are in Camden, and this is actually, I think this is the site of the very first building that I built. Um, All right, sweet. Here's my POI. That's pretty cool. This is the Mega Industrial. It's out. This is cool. This is cool finally being able to see your building from the ground looking up. Oh my, this is going to be awesome for screenshots and photography. Get a whole new world to play with. All right, that, and then here the mega energy plant. So this was, if I remember correctly, I think this was my my first building. And I gotta tell you, what I was telling I think Max, it was you. We were talking the other day. That feeling that you get when you hit upgrade on level 7, whether it's the first time, the second time, or the 10th time, it it genuinely never gets old. It is such a rush. It's pretty dorky, but pretty awesome too. All right, so now I got to figure out how to get myself in here. Building details. Oh, thing. Okay. All right. So this tells you what the building is. Be able to receive missions while building or customize series and exhibit NFTs. Cool. Okay. So this answers the question as to how large a space you have to work with for a 2x2. And then, do we have a point of reference? Because I think we were talking about about our plan with no wallets. Um, do we have a reference as to how many blocks this is? Because I think it goes what it's land plots, and then the next level of the hierarchy is blocks, and then parcels within the blocks. If anybody knows the answer to that, I'll look for it in chat. 24 by 20. Okay, so 24 blocks by 24 blocks or parcels. Level 1. I don't know if I. Oh, I do have a couple level 1 still. By 6. Okay, got it, got it. All right, so this is pretty sweet. This is like, this is just solid. It's hard to live up to expectations. I think when I don't know about anybody else, but like I had no idea what to expect, but this is really really awesome. All right, so 2 floors. All right, this is MSP. This isn't you. This is me. I don't know how to use keyboard. Do we know is a handheld console player gonna be able to work with this instead of arrows? Noblesse. Hey, bud. I don't know if we can go upstairs. That's pretty awesome. All right. Exit the building. All right. This is awesome. All right. Where are we heading next? Blue, do you have, are there any subways around here that you know of? Not subways, bus stops. This is going to be a little bit of a pain to run back and to find my way back. Mr. M has one. Oh, you can't, Hustler, you can? Okay. Oh man, I would be so lost without a controller. Bear with me. I'm going to run through here. But, like, in all honesty, as big of a pain as this is to get back to the station, the subway, it's actually a really, really good way to kind of immerse yourself and understand if you're planning out a district, if you're planning out buildings, or you're playing any role in building missions. Like, this is what somebody's going to have to go through if they don't have a car, if they don't have a bus stop in the district. Running an actual game much slower. Yeah. I am utterly lost. Uh, oh, Blue, what have I done? Completely going the wrong way. Southeast. I unfortunately lost all sense of direction. Okay, so there's Cools. So back towards Pool Ruler's building. It does help. It does help, Lou. See. In in his Blue, is it in his spot with near his office and that stuff? Oh, far. Or- Okay, there's the commercial. That is not the one though. We don't have anything on the map that gives us an indication as to here. All right, it's all right. We can make this work. Getting tired just watching this. Yeah, I was say, Max. I say we got a little wheeling and dealing here. I really hope I'm gonna get a commission on this, because I don't get it in 214 when somebody resells something. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Please, thank you. I can see it. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm so damn close to the metro station now. I think I'll try to find my way back there. I don't know where okay, so coordinates I can find. Here you go. Okay, so 39 x 39 y 317 141. All right, this is all right. Thermo and ballers. Okay, yep. So just look for the two massive district offices. That is the waypoint back to the subway. Right. Yeah, we're getting there. This is pretty sweet. I think as soon as I get accustomed to rolls, this is going to be a lot smoother. Yeah, right, Hostler? Like at least I appreciate you guys building that. This is in fairness too, especially like with custom buildings, you like the more a custom building stands out, especially the taller it is, you can actually even use that for waypoints too. So I feel like that's gonna be pretty cool, right? Public transportation map. All right. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna go back to tower. Uh, we know we know how to go from here to Prawn. Somebody explain that. Yeah, the building skins will be awesome. Not just for like the aesthetics and the like customization, but also for waypoints and finding your way around the map. That's awesome. Anybody knows how to move from Ethereum, Tron, you know, that'd be helpful. Refresh the whole. What the heck I just did. Escape to show my cursor. All right, for lack of actually knowing, I'm just gonna hit refresh and let's see if that works. I think it'll be interesting too to see. It's like we have in our minds the whole concept of a citizen moving from Ethereum to Tron, but what we don't know yet is that it's not necessarily that a citizen can be moved from Ethereum to go work in a Tron facility, right? So like if I've got a citizen in Ethereum, I don't think they've said that you can actually move that. Okay, the airport. Okay, um, that it's essentially just the avatar that's moving over, not actually the citizen like part of your workforce. That'll be interesting to see. All right, we'll move over to Tron. Right. Oh. Right. So, looking around, because this tower looks amazing. It, it's phenomenal. This is, it just looks so cool. I love it. Love it. All right. I'm gonna do Bevins, you got your Camelot station up. Uh, Go hit District 257. All right. Board. Right. You got Camelot. You got 250 Geneva with flats. 5 museum. That's nuts. Awesome. 7 Bevins. Let's see what we got going on here. Go backwards in forefront. Sounds like a trap. Eric, I'm not sure about that. There. Oh, there we go. Okay. On around. Devins, you got a nice skyline here. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, I think it's gonna be really really interesting to see. Like, so I think we did a poll on Twitter a couple weeks or maybe even a month back. I think it was what it was. I think it coincided with one of the last updates that MCP had shared. But the whole concept of all of the plots of land right now that are being, especially in 258, specifically as IP support for offices and residentials, it's going to be really, really interesting to see how long those last. If the opportunity cost of not having those for custom buildings is going to at some point um, overcome the actual value that they bring to the building that they're supporting. I love it. I guess straight in front. Devon HQ. I like it. Yeah. Is this Vitali's mega supermarket over here? Gotta be. Oh, there it is. First and still the only level 7 commercial in Tron, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Congratulations on that, by the way, Vitali. It's awesome. Bus stop there. Still only level 7. I wanna see a POI. Evans, if I'm facing the metro station, which direction am I gonna go for a POI? Like a nice landmark. Go left. Okay, so go left from here. This way. Vitaly! What I like about this too is that this is actually gonna start to give us the ability to like tell a story. Like I think there's a role playing element of this too that we haven't fully embraced yet. Um, but because of the the special identities that I mean, like we are all kind of crafting in a sense, not just the districts themselves or the buildings, but ourselves as individuals. Um, there's a lot we can do with that. That's cool. All right. Evans, where am I going from here? Go right. Oh, so it was right. If I'm looking at the metro station, I'm taking a right, not a left. Hey, welcome to the stream where you just watch me walk aimlessly around a city that I'm lost in. It's actually kind of like the real world. It really is. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna keep going that way. I think you've got an area of Evans with what the industrial POI. I should be able to see it. I feel like it should be rendering fairly soon. left. Seven's left of the station. Okay, I think I know what you mean. Eight's left after the station. So walk by. Oh, there. Ah, there we go. There we go. We got there. We got there, man. That was on me. That's not you. I also have to deal with this little chat delay. That, that is sweet. Bivens, is your landmark assigned to a corporation? No. That's pretty cool. So you've got the signage up front there. Wow. That is oh, please tell me one for review. Press free landmark. Love it. Love it. I think and Bevins, that's one of the interesting things too. I think you were one of the first people that had really brought it up, which was the thing that gets overlooked the most in this game, I think, is the competitive collaboration or collaborative competition, depending on which way you want to go with that. Like the ability for us to all prosper while helping each other. Really go with that. All right, something's not working here. Exit that. Check out the steel plant. Eric, we are in Tron. No steel plant here. An MCP. There's no steel plant here, right? Yeah, concrete. Great. The concrete plants look. I I love the way they look. Eric, I don't know where it is. Where it is? There's huge around it. Yeah, I was thinking of the only one I know of. I know of Tuts and Slats, and then I think Vitaly, you still have your. I think you still have your level 6, right? In 240, 249. Ooh. Oh, Bevan. Here you go. All right. This is Bevan Square. Check the interior. Yeah, I want to find a good one to go into. See. Okay, so it looks like similar interior to other buildings. Do we know is are each of the buildings the interior is customized now, or it's just like it's the stock interior and then design these? I missed so much of the chat today. You guys have probably asked and answered about 1,000 times. What I really love about this too is that like there's obviously with the market being the way it is, it's hard to step into this game if you're just starting fresh, especially if you have to buy the crypto fresh. That cost of capital is absolutely insane. But like World offers that player the ability to jump in. There's a grind. There's a way to play to earn without having to have to fork over a bunch of money and take a risk. But what I also really appreciate here too is that the people who have already built don't need to build more to have that custom building interior. We can use the stuff that we've already constructed, which is really really awesome. I appreciate that a lot. Allows us the synergy of already using our infrastructure. This is sweet, awesome stuff. So do we have? Is a hoverboard? Is that a thing now? I'm guessing that's probably what the right shift is going to be. Nice little glide. Oh, you know what? Actually, Eric, I owe you an apology, man. This looks, this renders as a steel plant. This this renders as a steel plant. The concrete one is gray. This is not gray. Check this out. Tails. Uh-oh. Okay. So that says level 6 steel works. I'm Eric, I owe you an apology. However, that shouldn't be there. Get a letter to the editor. Okay. I didn't see that. I'm just gonna slowly back away. Oh boy. I, this is nightmare fuel for me. Steelworks and Tron. Oh, no, we're cool. We're cool. I'm not stressed out or nervous at all. All good. Go run in this field and roll up into the fetal position and cry. What else did you guys discover while you were walking around the city? Yeah, Eric, I know there's been it seems to be a split reaction on just how immersive we collectively want the game to become, especially with free to play players. Like in my mind, the way that it could work is we don't have the free to play players currently, right? They're just not there. So you have to maintain the legacy gameplay of point and click to collect. You click an action, you click something to take an action, you sign a transaction, it's done. But in theory, as the game scales and more free to play players come in, you can start to gradually convert those click to collect actions or like your sign to execute to a like employ to earn model where now to your point, Eric and Blue, like you would you would pay somebody in a world and it would be a mission. You would essentially create like 20 missions and 20 free to play players, if it's a mega, would come to your building, do something, take the steel, and then either it stays there and it's deposited, or they have to bring it to a warehouse or something. Um, like I love that. I mean it's complex and would have to be done correctly. I know some people are probably against it because it requires you to spend more money to actually maintain your operation. But the more we can put back into the economy for our free to play players to allow them to collect world to then use it to purchase, to purchase Mega, Ethereum, Tron, whatever the case may be, buy land. Like, I love the idea of that. I would totally be for increasing my daily overhead to make sure that I'm paying out free to play players. I think that's important. Yeah, it is, Eric. It's and actually, it's not even steel. It's not steel sitting in front of the steel plant and the steel works. It's metal. If you look closely, I'm not going to run back there, but take a look. Go to the map, find the steel plant, zoom in. It's metal. Unless it was changed and I didn't realize it, but I'm pretty sure it's metal. Okay. And I am once again lost, and in a district that, admittedly, I do not really know where I'm going. But I'm going to head back towards the mega buildings. When in doubt, find a level 7 business center or office and head there. I like too the footpaths. I think, Evans, I forget if it was you or if it was somebody else that was talking about the footpaths, and actually it might have even been Cosmic too, talking about the dynamics of now we've got to be a lot more mindful of what's adjacent to the land. So whether it has a crosswalk or not, whether it has a footpath, like those land plots that were blocked by a footpath before might not have been great for microeconomy buildings because it limited you to just level 6 or it prohibited you from level 6. Now it can actually be like an awesome way to funnel foot traffic to into a custom building. I double shifted. Oh, oh, there we go. Okay, I'm back. This is well done. Really, really well done. This exceeded my expectations. I was not expecting it to be this fluid. I mean, I think you have to really have an appreciation for the map and know what's going on. So you've got the context as to what all these buildings are. I think when you understand that, hey, somebody owns that building and they constructed it and they toiled and they grinded for a long period of time to get the materials or the capital to build that. There's a story behind each and every one of these buildings. Without sounding too nerdy, I think that's pretty awesome. Sweet, sweet. Oh, I am. For- Check out Huts District because As much as I hate to say it, I get really jealous when I travel to 225 and I look at the map because for a couple reasons. One, the way Todd's got everything laid out, it's a massive, massive district. I think it's the largest one in Tron, and there's no bots blocking anything that I'm aware of, and just like everything looks really awesome. You've got Mako's, he's got all the business centers. There they are. Those are I think that's the three business centers. I believe one of these plots here is Crazy G. Okay, yep, here we go. Yeah, all the support residentials and offices. We've got a water feature and a stick on the ground. MCB, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little concerned when the first example that you gave of free to play missions was a free to play player looking for a bug in the forest or collecting sticks. I feel a lot more confident since then. Um, this is look at this. Yeah, like this is I would totally want to buy land over here so that whatever I'm doing, I'm looking out at that view. Yeah, an owner tag would be awesome. I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot more of like stuff that pops up as you walk by or hover over it. They develop here. Because to your point, like if there is gonna be a story behind each building, if there is, we are trying to create that sense of community. Would want to walk by and know whose building that is. Hey Max, we should check out the beach. Where like 225 does have the beach. Yes, it does. Okay. I keep doing M for mini map. That's not it. I'm wondering if anybody remembers where the beach area is. I know it's on the outskirts. Well, I guess it would have to be on the outskirts, right? I'm not sure whereabouts 25 that is. This way up. Okay. So that's the mark. Okay. Look, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. So what, there's like 1,500 Tron a day being generated at least from those three buildings. Lucky. Yeah. Grass texture and stuff would be cool. Yep. It's funny, the art style here on like the trees and the objects. I forgot what the game was called. There was something literally right like 2 weeks before I started playing MCP. Woo, we got a beach, we got a beach. And you're right. There you go, Bevan. Thank you. Um, oh, oh, there's there's some different grades of the land there. Water moving. That's the beach. That's awesome. I'm thinking that's Joe's office, right? That's one district over. All right, we got our beach view. And the question's gonna be, what can we do on the beach? I love this. Like this, there's by having this and by being able to actually get into the game, I think every single plot of land that we see for sale, whether it be secondary market or primary, like you already start to see how this could become something. Besides just, is this a good area for a certain type of building? Find a pine cone. Love this. You could literally just get lost in this. Like I need one more reason to be distracted by anything else. Life. Oh, I've got this. I'm just gonna get lost for days in here. I love the scale of these. Like, you don't really fully appreciate it when you're just looking at the map in 3D. Oh, Max, you're right. These monuments do look sick. Wow. And Tut does have a lot of open land too. There's plenty of room to expand here. It's hard to make a pitch for 214 when the land is quite expensive and Tut has all this open land. So for whatever it's worth, Tut, I'm plugging for you. The scale of the map too. Like you're gonna have what is it, the Tron district that's up for auction now is much smaller, right? So that one, if you think about it, actually now all of a sudden there's a reason for a smaller district might not be a terrible thing because if you set aside the fact that a smaller district less land plots, which in theory means less revenue for the district owner, which is critical to actually having them purchase it in the first place. But those districts, the smaller they are, the less dependent they're going to be on public transportation. So navigating it might be a little bit easier. We're tearing down statues, Eric. Have comment on that. I'm not stepping in anything on day one. I'm just happy to be here, have everybody here. By the way, I'm thinking. So obviously I've got to come up with a schedule for these little get-togethers, but we've got so many people that come into the Discord that are looking for help, that have questions, and one of the things I'm tinkering with is like a once a week 1 hour session. So anybody who's new, save up your questions, and then on a certain day of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, go live here and actually have it be more less about the game itself and the game play, like walking around the map, but actually being able to like stop, talk, ask questions, having it be interactive. So instead of me typing stuff out in chat, instead of everybody typing stuff out in the Discord channels, we've got like that one-on-one opportunity to ask questions, answer them, and other people hear them as well. So, but I would love to hear from you guys, like what you think. Where can I add value to yourselves, to the community? What is that missing link, or that obviously there's plenty of stuff we do, but that next step, that thing that's going to help us, you know, take it one step further. I would love all feedback, thoughts, and ideas on that. It's great. Did Evans, did Yakub end up getting a chance to build his subway? I think you said you got there. Oh, but it was from the bus. It was from the bus station, right? Pardon. And Eric, I still regret not buying one. I stand by my decision because I don't actually have the money to buy one. However, I feel as though I will regret not having the money to have bought one in the first place. So I will just live vicariously through you for the time being. Oh, resource pit. Yes, Max. Resource pit. Penthouse. Okay, yeah, penthouse while we're here. Let's see if I can figure this out. But the resource. That. Read about those guys. All right, so I'm assuming. I'm thinking. Ooh, the towers are. It's one building, right? Is. Yeah. It's so tall you can't even scroll up to see that. All right. Get in here. I'm assuming this guy. Penthouse. Okay. I got. How do you get the cursor back again? Hold me this. Click. Right click. I need help. Who's got it? Escape. Escape. Okay. Eric. MVP status. All right. Penthouse. Oh, it was literally already highlighted. Is there ever? Oh. Uh, I'm rendering it. It does. It does, Vitali. Yeah. Because I mean, they're not even touching each other, right? So you look at that, and it was interesting too, is that the first one of the other tweets that they had sent out today showed this map originally. It just had the one pinpoint. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, this means they're going to be a heck of a lot more. I like it, and I think it's important too. Like, so while we're all here talking with friends, um, you know, one of the things I think a sticking point in the community is the fact that there's some very um, passionate opinions about certain chains and Ethereum versus Tron and all that stuff. And one thing like I will continue to try to say is the full MCP experience is not Ethereum, is not Tron. It's everything. So whether it's these two chains that we have now, if it's the third one, the fourth, whatever the case may be, the rub is so for the Tron guys in the chat, the rub is that the Ethereum guys did not think that a Tron map would ever exist, right? So Tron was not supposed to be a thing in their minds. Everything they did in Ethereum, they did with the impression or the understanding that it was exclusivity. There would not be anything else. And then when you've got the rollout of Tron, I think everybody stopped and said, okay, well, that's right, because Tron's going to need materials and assets from Ethereum. But that didn't quite happen. So context for you on why there's a lot of sensitivity. I will say I am extremely happy that I play on both maps because it set aside like the differences in the economy, which by the way, anybody who does not play on both thinks they know the game. There's a lot there's a lot they can learn by playing the other map. But the best part about being on both maps is actually the fact that you get a chance to get to know a whole other side of the community that you wouldn't have necessarily had a chance to work with or talk to much if you had stayed on just one map. I think Bevins, that was the first time when I came over to Tron, it was the first time we got a chance to talk. But now, if I hadn't played on the Ethereum map, I would have never had a chance to meet Baller, Blue, Slats, Kevin, all you guys. And then on Tron, same thing too. You know, you guys were just names in another channel that I would mute because it's not relevant for me. Um, and it's amazing that I actually have a chance to work with everybody now. Blue, you've got yourself a nice little plot of land here. This is gonna be something. This is really gonna be something. I'm telling you, this land, there's going to come a point in time when somebody sells something in this game for $1 million and it's going to be this site with whatever building is on it. Give it time, it's going to happen. This is cool. So presumably all of these different things you'd be able to customize with something else. And it's awesome to see. Penthouse. Um, Max, we got to look for a resource pit. Huh. First, I got to find my way out of this room. I think the elevator was here. Oh, and there's the other tower. Just having trouble with the graphics. Yeah, yeah, Vitaly. Honestly, it's the craziest thing. I think as soon as you have the context on what's important and what's triggering the folks on the other side of the map, all of a sudden there's like, all right, we get it. The cool thing is that we're like the common ground that we all share is that we love this game, and it actually like regardless of whether you're an Ethereum person or a Tron person, the success of this whole project is now hinged on both worlds succeeding, not one or the other, both of them. And in theory, the more success that one map has, there should be that trickle down effect and it should pull the other map with it. So whether it's Ethereum or Tron, it actually doesn't so much matter in the long term because one map succeeding should also help another map succeed as well. Fellowship Tower lobby. A lot happening in this building. Blue, I'm jealous. Jealous. I think we all looked at that land over the last like year, year and a half and said, "Oh, I should really buy this." And you actually did. Kudos. You're gonna need a lot of steel for this design, I think. I know a guy. Top-notch steel. All right. Do we have a Max, you might know. Do we have a resource pit around here somewhere? I get 43. I think all the resource plots are down by the water. Add that to the list of useless information in my head. I keep doing M for the minimap. Yeah, I think to get to a resource pit, we've got to walk completely that way. Um, I think Jeffy and Lazy Jack have a couple bus stops over here. I think Jeffy has one all the way down here. And Lazy Jack's got a handful as well. I feel like 43 is going to be really, really, like, if there's one really interesting social experiment that's going to happen in this game, 300, 439. All right. 43 is going to be an interesting one because there's so much stuff that has to be rehabilitated for it to look beautiful for world. We should start to see like a lot of offers being made on dormant plots and dormant wallets coming back in. So that'd be great. Bevins, good night, buddy. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's Max, I you gave those coordinates and I acknowledged and said them like I actually know where I'm going or what it is. All right, so 345, 426, and you said 300, 439. Crapshoot on which direction I'm going to go in here. I feel like this is one of those, like, every time I ever played Minecraft, I always really hated the part about running between places. I always got lost. Um, I feel like this would be a place where I would love to just be able to fly. Hence why we're going to want to build and buy cars and helicopters, like just to not have to go from one bus stop to the other. I'm starting to understand the rationale, value proposition, of having one of those assets. Eric, see, I'm jealous because I have not figured out yet how to actually see who, but you can see people, and there's 30 people here. That's awesome. Thank you everybody for joining. I appreciate it. If you haven't said hi in chat, let me know who's here and what you'd love to see in the future. Unless what you'd love to see in the future is less of me, and then, I mean, fair. That's fair. That's valid, but it is still gonna hurt a little bit. MCP is in the house. MCP, I love you guys. I know I've given you a hard time over the last year and a half, but it comes from a place of love. And I honestly, like, I think about it a lot because one of the great conundrums in my life right now is trying to figure out how I can not have to do my day job anymore so that I can just do this. And man, that'll be an amazing day. So I love you guys. You're doing a phenomenal job. Uh, look what you're trying to build here. This is 3 years in the making, and you're doing it the right way. You're not just rushing something out. Um, it gives me a lot of confidence for what the future holds. Matt, How's it going? Man, I think I saw you on I think I saw you on Twitter the other day. Are you on Discord as well? Max, I'm utterly lost. But we've got we've got energy and water plants here, so there's gotta be a pit nearby, right? Right? Wherever there are resource plots, there has to be one pit. Oh, Deuce. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Deuce, you're the reason why I never have to check the price of Tron Mega ever. It's amazing. Where did I go? Okay. Max, if you can give me an assist here. Oh, I'm actually, I'm actually kind of a giant idiot because I could just go to the app itself. Learning, I'm learning. Okay, so 43. It took me a while to get here. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I appreciate you guys tuning in. That's I don't think that you get enough credit for all the stuff that you do. I think that you've got a very specific way of doing things, and it's not always the way that we're all accustomed to seeing things, but it works for you and it works for the community. Yeah, it's great, Matt. I think I never ever have to actually check the price of Ron. And I worry about checking the price of any coin because I feel like that tips somebody off and they're like, oh, he's gonna sell some stuff. I better sell really quick. And it's actually not just curiosity. Evan, hey, how you doing, buddy? By the way, I got to give Kevin a thank you shout out for selling me just three of the best red satellites you're ever going to find. Which I had, oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to attach the red satellites to the plant after I collected, and now I have to wait until tomorrow because it resets the collection timer. Okay, I'm going to remember to do that. Um, right. Let's see. I had the coordinates here 300, 439. 439. By the way, if you guys didn't know about this feature, it is amazing. Find a land plot. Stone Cold Steve Austin. That relative. Oh, completely the opposite direction. Okay, so find two mega offices and take a right. All right. Yeah, or even like yeah, blue. I think I'm assuming that's all gonna be added in, but like just being able to like a wayfinder, like you would GTA or something on the map, drop a pin on the map, and it helps you understand where you're gonna go. An arrow, yeah. I gotta look for that. All right, there are the two mega buildings. So I think I overshot it. I head back to right over here, I think. And crap shoot on oh good call out Max. 40 minutes to get your office workers in for reset. Top left yeah. Oh yeah, trick. Yeah, absolutely. Like just even into the compass so you know get your bearings. All right, I go tab for mini map. Got that. All right, we're in the right place. Level 6 office needs to be my left. And there it is. Okay, better chair. Running. It was funny when you guys initially said a hoverboard. I kind of dismissed it as like, oh, okay. But now I really want that hoverboard. think it's at the end of this street. Max, how anticlimactic is this going to be if it's just a flat plot of land? And the journey is worth it. The sign. Little. The journey was worth it. I think it's going to be down towards the end of this. How is this for a time of day for you guys too? Because tough because I'm East Coast and this is a little early for me to be honest. But trying to deal with all the different time zones, and I know a handful of you are like Europe and Russia and that area, and we've got other guys who are West Coast U.S. I don't know how on earth I'm gonna find that sweet spot. It feels like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern is maybe there, but now you're talking like midnight, 1 o'clock in Europe, 3, 4, 5 o'clock Western Pacific. All right, hmm. And we must be by one street far. We got the beach, found that. Okay, I feel like I maybe got this right in the middle. Yeah, Eric, it is. It's literally right in the middle of dinner. It's like there's no perfect time. I'm either gonna get somebody who's still at work, somebody who's eating dinner, or somebody who's been in bed for an hour already. We need to just make an MCP city and everybody move there. That'll work. Okay, so takeaway here is a compass or some wayfinder would be honestly a lot more amazing than I would have ever considered it to be. I've lost my bearings here. I'm completely lost. I'm now in like I'm in a residential area now. That level 6 office, that's there. Okay, so I've that level 6 office is right here. So face this way, walk there. Oh, it's farther down. Farther. Okay. Find the office. Right there. Okay, so it's behind me. So it's back this way. So the left, yep. So shift and then the arrows is what I'm using to go forward. The left shift is what activates um, the sprint motion. If I use the right shift, it's like a glide. So I'm assuming that there's going to be two different ways to travel faster, depending on the shift that you're using. I'm gonna run down here. I think at the end of this street, we're gonna take a right and then a quick left. That gets us there. I haven't quite figured out how to say thank you and keep an eye on who's following and stuff, but I appreciate everybody following. It was I gotta tell you, I've been been very anxious and apprehensive to start streaming, and it's actually not even a matter of like putting my face out there. Um, it's just more about whenever you go to YouTube or you look up anything on MCP, there's a lack of professional-ish looking content. And my biggest fear is that the content that gets put out from me needs to be representative of the game, the community, not just something that I quickly cobble together and throw out there. It's well, for me it's a balancing act, but the overwhelming support and the push to like in that poll the other day that said like just start streaming. It's okay. Is that was the push I needed. So I appreciate that. From this point on, now it's not a matter of whether or not it's the right time to stream. It's making sure that whatever I'm bringing to life through through these interactions is a value add and is helpful. Right, Max. I feel like I got to be around here somewhere, right? Because we got an energy plant up here. Is that? It's this right over here, right? It should be this plot. Uh, I'm getting good at these controls now. It's escape to get the cursor back. Flip over here. It is. Okay. All right. So this is the plot right here. Max, I think that you sent me 300 or something or another. A resource pit, which for better or worse, we cannot fall into right now. So the safety is paramount. Back away. Yeah, man. I feel like a helicopter is gonna be a required purchase, no matter what. At least a car. Steve for Steve. It really is crazy. Like this may be like maybe moments that are lost on some of the folks who are newer, but for anybody who's been playing the game for a while now, especially anybody who has like an intimate knowledge of one specific area of the map, whether it's one building you have or it's an area that you've been like just working on lately, to actually be able to be here, standing at street level, looking around, walking around, it's I don't know, it's like it took this from being a computer game to well, I guess that's the concept of metaverse, right? By the way, kudos to the team for embracing Megaverse. That would have been too good to not capitalize on. Oh, and for anybody who wasn't aware, there's a brand new Mega World Twitter account. So there's the regular MCP legacy one that they've been using, but there's also the Mega World account, which is now live. It's at Mega World underscore IO. So make sure you follow them because they put out a whole bunch of content today. Caught me off guard. Pride myself on thinking that I'm going to be one of the first people to know what's going on, and I was person number 70 to realize that they had a second account now. So you can see there is no favoritism here. I didn't even know about it. Eric, enjoy your dinner, buddy. Thank you for joining. Something good. Right. So this is Mega World. This is pretty cool. What you guys have? Any questions? Anything that we missed hopping through the demo that I just absolutely need to check out? By the way, I think that I lose about 2 to 3 hours every single day on my collections for just completely forgetting to collect on time. How's the building changes while it's in world demo? Oh, it's interesting. Like, are you going to actually see it? Like when the scaffolding goes up, are you going to see that happen? And for how long too? Is there a way to transport yourself to your building in Megaworld? Matt, not that I've seen so far. I think so. That's probably where the concept of having the bus stop is going to play a role. So, like, if you have a building or a handful of buildings that you own or that you're going to want to frequent often, having that commercial building there to build a bus stop is essentially your fast travel to that area. So expensive to do, but I guess it lends to the case of if you're going to build something substantial and you are going to need or want to get there quick, having a bus stop nearby is going to be important so that you don't have to deal with traveling all over the place on foot manually. Yeah, exactly right. Like for now, like I'm able to find my buildings, like especially in 141, because I like there are waypoints with the mega offices. But if that wasn't there, I'd have no idea how to get there. But building a commercial, a bus stop somewhere nearby would allow me to get from the subway station, take from there, go hop on the bus, take me out to that bus stop. And I think somebody was saying something about I think Bevins was talking about right now with a demo, you can use bus stops to travel between districts versus just in the same district. I'm not sure if I heard that correctly, but I'm assuming that's just for the demo and that's not actually what's going to happen um, after the demo. Or bus stop's going to have a fare or something. There's got to be something that makes it a lot more relevant to use a subway station versus a bus stop because of how expensive they are. Joe, I assume that's Joe. Cars. Yeah. So that's gonna be the interesting thing too with cars. So I think one of the things that MCP had said, they mentioned something about like a garage or something. So I don't know if that's gonna be a brand new building or if it's like another add-on to a building that you would create like as an improvement. But if we are in fact dealing with cars, I think there were a couple of questions that came up was, are the cars stuck on one track? So like if we were to click on this bus and we wanted to travel, like we can travel left, we can travel right, and you pass cars. Because if you can't pass the car, then in theory, certain cars, like if you're buying a car that's super fast because you want to get from one place to the other quick, if you can't actually pass other cars, then you're always just going to be stuck behind another vehicle. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, or if cars are just needed for like for special missions where owning it is going to allow you to do something. Helicopter for sure. I think they said that that was coming out, the ability to uh, build and manufacture cars and helicopters. Um, I believe that's coming as part of the special buildings, but I think we're still all waiting confirmation on that. But yeah, no, I mean the traveling just with the cars, even so you don't have to your fingers on the keyboard and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, Joe. The like using WASD and also the arrow keys too. Like I made it go left, and then I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna hit the right arrow key. When it gets to this street, it's gonna bang right, but I can't actually get it to pass another car or go faster. Ryan, fast food, right over here, right over here. Look at that supermarket. It it is like I think I've said this before, but for me, what I'm really curious about is the distinction, like the distinct role that a supermarket will play versus a trade center. Because they're the only two buildings in the game that actually are distinct buildings that have the exact same role right now, as far as I know. So I would personally love to see supermarkets play a role similar to a real supermarket where you're buying food, whether it's be for like energy or stamina or boosts. And then a trade center is potentially a place where you go to pick up or turn in mission or clothing or stuff like that. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that, man. Great to have you here. Yeah, this is and I'm looking forward to cars for a couple reasons. One, obviously, they'll need steel. Um, but two, like it's another expression of our own personalities too. So whether we care to admit it or not, we're probably all going to want to purchase or make whatever that premium vehicle is. Um, be one yet one more thing for me to spend my money on. Great,
Perhaps
Man,
contrast
we'll love
gravity
that.
is crushing the ship.
Which, by the way, if you're watching this upstairs, you're amazing because I hear no baying or screaming or barking. So I haven't had to hit that pause button yet. But thank you. I love you. And this is awesome. So one of the other things too, yeah. So this is what's going to be interesting. This is an example of a plot here. So we saw that we can go out and we can walk on the beach, and we're not constrained to being able to walk on grass if there's not a footpath. So this plot specifically. So this is in 214 on Tron. 335 201. I'm wondering, I got to build the subway so I can test this out. But in order to get to this plot in this building, am I going to have to purchase this plot of land and or one of these other ones to be able to actually get to the beach? Like, is this the only plot that allows you access to the beach. It doesn't look like it because I think what we saw is we can walk around and we can walk on the sidewalk and move over. That would be good because this 11,000 Tron and one, ooh, here 21,000 Tron. When did everybody start playing MCP? Because I think I started early 2020 and I wasn't even close to one of the first people. I am so far from an early adopter. It's pretty crazy, but I did get in the right time. I was lucky. No, Kevin, you've been here for a while, right? Kevin Blue, you guys have been here for a while. Oh, Bowler was one of the originals. Pretty cool. Guys, got a big opportunity here. This is gonna be fun. I am curious too about this the land in front of the towers too, because you're gonna have if I think MCP had said that anytime you load in, because this was one of the questions we asked during the AMA, anytime you load into world, where's your respawn point? And I think that they had said something to the effect of depending on whether or not you own a plot of land or you own a building, that if you didn't own anything, you would be starting in town hall of the city or the map that you select, which means on day one, presumably every day after that, every single free to play player is going to be starting at either the Ethereum main tower or the Tron main tower. And therefore, if you've got 1,000 people per day coming in here, that's 1,000 people that it's going to see this exact plot of land. So like it actually does create a ton of foot traffic for these plots. It's actually kind of crazy. There are still plots available in 43. Well, that's why that plot's still available. 4.2 Ethereum. Okay. I would be really, really curious to see, because I know Slats bought a handful of plots on both sides, but on the Ethereum side in 43, he went a little crazy on a buying spree. But from here and when the full release comes out, how close we start to get to some plots that are super expensive and being purchased. Take a look at the opposite. I don't know anything about any tokens. I know Mega. That's all I know. And even that, I don't really know. Saki, Elbow. Are there different types of trees? Yeah, Saki, I think you had that. You had a similar question when I was talking to skeletons, right? You and those the oak trees and cabinets. I don't know, man. It does look like they're different types of trees, though. But we don't know if they can be cut down and used for anything. There. Yeah. See, I remember. Remember. So one of the things I was really excited about was right over here. So I've been working on this for a while now. I'm in District 130, and a long time coming. But I did just finish this third mega power plant. So I've got this one, and this one. And number three, I just finished last night. So this is exciting. I don't know. I don't know what the yield's going to be on this. I haven't staffed this one yet. Get citizens for it from Chris, and I have to attach the red satellites. But the POI is there, so the negative IP is gone. Got the industrial and the production around. Could use more production there, but all that stuff. So what? 88,000 before appliances, 102,000 before appliances, 130 change with it. Then 131 was this was a big project. It was it was interesting. I think Trick, we were talking the other night about just how much it takes in energy and water for some of the stuff. It's going to be interesting when we get to the day when there actually is like a major squeeze on energy and water, because it is coming. Yeah, Joe Aspen. I know Saki. Maybe that might be where he moved to. He didn't tell you where he moved. That's terrible. Joe, where do you want to go in Mega World? I forget where I am now. I think I'm in. I think I'm still in 43. When Devin was saying, we gotta check the scale of these smaller buildings when you walk in. We walked in the Mega. A lot of space there. What is this like when you walk in? Oh, here we go. Oh, substantially smaller. Okay, but still space. Place to display keys, presumably furniture that you'd be able to craft in game. But wow, big difference between the interior of a level 1 and level 7. Lot. Yeah, so you've got the helicopter pads up there, so presumably you can use helicopters to travel back and forth, land, or take off anywhere where there is a helipad, which I think are only on level 6 and level 7 buildings. I forget what they said, but we're over here. I thought it was only on level 6 and level 7s. A lot of stuff over here. So this is District 43 on Ethereum, and this would be heading towards like the coast. So directly, if we were to turn around and look back, main tower is directly behind us, a ways away. Yeah, because this is where, okay, yeah, Baller Steel Plant, offices, stuff here. So what do you guys think? We do this once a week, kind of. I mean, there's limited gameplay. It's honestly the streams really need to be a lot more about conversation. Talking about strategies and questions and stuff like that. But as far as schedule and cadence goes, you think it'd be beneficial if we had the ability to have somebody who's new to the community come in and ask questions, like be able to navigate around the map while answering those questions to kind of help get them on board. That's in my mind one of the potential use cases. And then obviously as more and more stuff comes out in demo, we're able to use it with the ability to do some more gameplay stuff. Osaki, I think the interiors are largely customizable. I don't think you can interact with the exteriors, but we were talking, I think, when MCP was in the chat the other day about the potential for us to essentially like create customized skins for the outside of the buildings. So again, like we were talking about before, like whether it be like waypoints or just standing out, we'd have the ability to customize that. Pretty cool. My guy would be I'd be the one that if I was climbing up something, I'd be the one constantly falling. I don't know anything about health. More than once a week, kill it. Does affiliate mean that I can't swear and I have to be really, really nice to everybody all the time? Does. I mean, I guess just like as a rule of thumb, should always be nice to everybody. Try, try. Oh, you know what? I'll have to check out Knight's Knight in District 151. This is a cool station. This is one of the ones. So if we were to go, I'm not going to go into world and try to find the spot, but if so, this is I think MCP's calling this Central Park. But if you were to go out from the tower and hop on over here, attic mode, like one of the coolest views, I think, which you'd probably also be able to from the main tower itself. So here, Night has a really awesome view if you look across. By the way, in case anybody was wondering, you can zoom in and out in cinematic mode. So essentially, click a part of the map that's not a plot or a building, hit C, and that opens up cinema mode. It allows you to pan around like this, and then the scroll wheel in and out is what makes you zoom. But full view there. So if you were standing over here right behind the main tower, you're looking out. That's 151. That'd be a nice area to walk around. Yeah, that's a good point, Saki. Yeah. I mean, the cool thing is that any question that anybody has, I can guarantee you that there's somebody else who has that exact same question or has a different answer or opinion of that. And the cool thing is, at least in this environment, we can have that conversation. We can talk about it. It doesn't have to be typed out. You guys don't have to endure one of my 3 paragraph long responses. But I think it'll be cool because it's a chance just for somebody to absorb, ask questions, absorb, and the folks in chat can help out. It's not just me talking to them. Yeah, I would have loved to have had that myself when I first started. You guys working on anything? Any big building projects? Check them out. Lucky, I don't think anybody wants my character taking their shirt off. I feel like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but that beholder would have to be something to appreciate that beauty. It's interesting too. The subway station. So like, just for perspective, anybody who owns a district, we're talking. I forget if they said. I think that this 30,000 was just a UI bug, but 75,000 energy per month to keep the metro station operational. That's going to drain a lot of energy. And I'm not sure if it actually does require water, if that was a UI issue, but that's uh that's going to be a huge drain on the resource market too. This baller, dude, that's smart. Steel, brick, glass all together with the monument. IP, IP can probably be a little bit better with the industrial nearby. Oh, yeah, Saki. I don't know. I don't think that's the direction we're gonna take this one in. We'll see. Maybe if things just don't pan out at all, I suppose there's always uh well, I think this is cool because at least the demo here, it gives us all a common a common language and foundation to speak about. So next time the team does an AMA, we all now it's no longer about us all having different perspectives as to what world is going to be or could be. Like we can all see it now, so we can actually ask questions based off of something that's present and tangible versus our questions being all over the place. Like we can see it, we can feel it, we can walk around, we know just how immersive the map actually can be. I think our line of questioning start to get a lot more clear and focused, which will be yeah, max plan. Maybe I feel like that that probably shouldn't be plan B. Like there should probably be at least four or five other things that you say, okay, well, before it gets to that, before it gets to me taking my shirt off in the metaverse, um, there probably should be a couple other points of intervention where I say, you know what, I'll give it a try in some other regard. So who's here that I haven't talked to? Yeah, a ton of people. This is amazing. Yeah, like feet, right? Yeah, feet, feet before the shirt, right? There's at the bare minimum. That's there's a logical progression there. We don't have to go from 0 to 100 instantly. Boy, one thing, as I'm learning how to use the Stream Deck, and I'll tell you what, one wrong selection, everything gets messed up because I was pushing this button before, nothing was happening. But now if I push it, talk to you. This was my big epiphany last night, by the way. I was up until about 4 in the morning, um, trying to figure out how to make all these scenes and everything work. And for like probably with the exception of the day that our son was born, there haven't been many days in the last couple of years where I actually felt prouder of something. And it was so simple and basic to actually just be able to figure out how to use a Stream Deck and make all this stuff work. I was really, really scared of coming on here doing something that was just like thrown together. So I hope that the overall quality here is up to standard. But I could definitely use help. If anybody has any thoughts or ideas on what we can do to kind of make the stream a little bit better, more professional, cleaner, and music transitions, all that stuff, I am all ears. I'm trying to keep it simple and Max, as you said earlier today, just iterate. But I really like. I want everybody to think about this as our stream and our channel, something that we can do to push the community forward. We're all going to have differences on Discord. We're all going to have different thoughts and opinions as to where the game should go. But this is the one place that we could all kind of get together, talk, ask questions, poke around the map, share what's going on. I think this is a cool opportunity for all of us. Something we haven't had before. Jeff, are you here? You had ideas. You had things and chickens and world token. I think you had a lot of good points there about like the use case and utility of Mega versus world. I'm really curious to see how the initial supply of world is distributed. I know that they've talked about it being distributed through I think some of the packs. And packs would be purpose from where it didn't sell in the 3D store, but then the packs that are going to go to the new world store won't necessarily have a guaranteed A55 citizen. Um, but imagine what would happen to the mega token if the initial supply or a portion of the initial supply of world was unlocked based on how much mega you hold. There would be people buying mega to hold until world is released. And now you have more opportunity cost. So me selling mega, if I'm using it to construct something to get materials, like there's now a reason if I'm going to sell mega, I'm selling it knowing that it's going to mean I'm going to get less supply of the world token. Sake, I want to thank you because like 7 of the last 9 comments in chat now have something to do with somebody in the metaverse removing some article of their clothing. And and tonight I'm gonna research how we get moderators. That's gonna be fun. Fun. Hey, oh, this is cool. So I don't know if you guys know, Keithage is in the Discord. He doesn't post a lot, but he's got a really cool setup. This is 152, but it's low key one of the one of the most, I think, effective influence point artists on the map. If you look at his district and you check out what he's done, he's laid things out really well. And pretty cool logo here. Somebody say something so that Saki's chat here is buried. Oh, there you go. Oh, you're the no, you're the reason why we need a moderator. Oh man, Saki, how long have you you playing MegaCryptopolis, Mega World? Oh boy, right. So listen, what I really love to do is kept you guys for 2 hours. I think this was a great start. I really wanted to just get on and have a chance to immerse myself in Mega World, get a feel for what the team's building, have a chance to talk to all of you. I hope that for the folks who are listening and watching that didn't get a chance to talk, I'd love to for the next stream to have a little more interaction, talk. I'd love for you to come to the table with some questions. Let's dive into it. Let's not let this be just wandering around a map. I think there's a ton of stuff here to unpack. Not only in Mega World, like we could literally forget about Mega World for the next 6 months. Have plenty to talk about just with the microeconomy stuff, the way the economy is built, the impact that different things are going to have on the broader economy, the way that one sector can affect a whole bunch of others. There's a ton of topics that we could literally just spend an hour diving into. Um, so I think I'd really love to hear from all of you as to what those topics can and should be, and we'll take some time and we'll have a conversation. And we've got the map right here, right? So as we talk about stuff, pull up the map. We can walk around to different parts of the world and show actual examples. I think it's pretty cool. Thanks, Blue. I appreciate it, man. This was wonderful. I'm really thrilled that we had a chance to catch up and to talk. You guys know I'm available in Discord, but I'd love to hear more from you on what this can be, and let's roll with this. Let's make this ours. Let's make this something that when somebody joins our community, we're able to point them towards this, and not just this stream. Like we can all like this is not rocket science. So I would encourage anybody who's thought about doing this and has any hesitations or concerns, like do it and figure out what's the right way to go about it for you. But there's a captive audience here. We all love this game. We all want to talk about. We all want to experience it in some way, shape, and form. And there's not a ton of us now compared to what there's going to be 6 months, a year from now. So let's lay the groundwork now. Let's all get out there and find ways to generate content that we feel great about and we're excited to share with other people. Because as more and more people join, this is what's going to be waiting for them. So I'd love to be on this journey with every one of you. And I don't know. This has been fun. This was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I appreciate everybody who joined. MCP, Supernova, I appreciate you guys swinging by. It was wonderful to see you. Everybody who's asking questions, great. I really love to see the folks who are on Discord but don't talk that much pop up in chat. That for me is an actual treat because I think lots of people are tired of seeing me talk in Discord. So at least this way here, I get a chance to talk to a lot of folks who might be lurkers in Discord. So if you're a lurker in Discord, don't be a stranger here. I want to talk to you. I want to hear what you have to say, your questions. No judgment zone. You will never say anything here and be attacked because that's just not going to happen. Um, this is a place for us to just talk about the game we enjoy. So that being said, I appreciate everybody who joined. I'm gonna cut out for the night. I would encourage each and every one of you to go check your buildings. Make sure your collection's ready. If they are, go collect. Don't accidentally double collect a steel or a concrete building, because that hurts. Um, but until next time, I'll see you guys, and thank you to everybody for making this possible. Appreciate it. Have a good one, guys.